From reading in the bath to scribbling notes in the margins, from diving into the Amazon ecosystem to avoiding it outright, there's an e-reader for everyone. Any ebook reader will let you cram a beauty and the beast-sized library's worth of books in your pocket, but so will your phone. An ebook reader offers a more book-like reading experience, with fewer distractions and less eye strain, and many include extra features, like adjustable front lighting. Some really are pocketable. Others are waterproof or offer physical page-turning buttons, while a few even let you take notes. I've been using ebook readers for nearly a decade, and I've gone hands-on with dozens, from the Kindle Paperwhite to lesser-known rivals like the Pocketbook Era. Whether you want something your kid can throw against the wall or a waterproof, warm glow Kindle that won't ruin your spa ambiance, these are the best ebook readers for everyone. Amazon's latest Kindle Paperwhite has a 6.8-inch e-ink display with adjustable color temperature for nighttime reading. It also boasts a fast processor, months-long battery life, IPX8 waterproofing, and a USB-C port. If you mostly buy ebooks from Amazon, you'll want a Kindle, and the 11 The Gene Kindle Paperwhite is the best choice for most people. Starting at $149.99, it's cheaper than the Kobo LibraColor, my top non-Amazon ebook reader, which I'll dive into later for many of the same features. Those include a large 300 dots per inch display and an adjustable warm white front light, which make for a clear and enjoyable reading experience. The latter also conveniently improves sleep by cutting down on blue light that interrupts melatonin production. That warm white front lighting is an advantage over the cool white of the $99.99 base model Kindle. And unlike the base Kindle, the Paperwhite has IPX8 water resistance. The $189.99 Signature Edition Paperwhite also has an auto-adjusting front light and no lock screen ads. It also has wireless charging, which is a rare feature to find in an e-reader. Amazon is the largest online retailer in the world, and it dominates the US ebook market, so Kindle owners have access to advantages owners of other ebook readers don't. Much of Amazon's hardware strategy depends on offering cut-rate discounts to pull you into its content ecosystem. If you have Prime and buy a lot of Kindle ebooks, the Paperwhite is the best choice because Amazon makes it incredibly easy to buy and read its stuff. Its ebooks and audiobooks are often on sale, and Prime members get more free content through Prime Reading. Rivals like Kobo offer sales too, but it's hard for them to offer discounts as steep as Amazon does. There are downsides though. The Paperwhite has lock screen ads unless you pay $20 extra to get rid of them. It's also too big to hold comfortably with one hand. Perhaps the Kindle Paperwhite's biggest flaw, though which it shares with all Kindles aside from Fire tablets, is that it's not easy to read books purchased outside of Amazon's store. Kindle ebook formats are proprietary and only work on Kindle. Unlike Kobo and other ebook readers, Kindles don't support EPUB files, an open file format used by pretty much everyone except Amazon. So, for example, if you often shop from Kobo's bookstore, or Barnes & Noble or Google Play Books, or many other ebook stores, you can't easily read those books on a Kindle without using a workaround. There are ways to convert and transfer file formats so you can read on the Kindle and vice versa, but it'll take a couple of extra steps. However, if you don't buy your books elsewhere or you don't mind shopping from Amazon, you'll be more than happy with the Kindle Paperwhite. The Kobo LibraColor is a color e-reader with physical page-turning buttons and a 7-inch e-ink display. It also boasts IPX8 waterproofing and compatibility with the Kobo Stylus 2. The Kobo LibraColor is an excellent alternative to Amazon's ebook readers, especially for readers outside the US or anyone who doesn't want to tap into Amazon's ecosystem. Kobo's latest slate offers many of the standout features found on the 11 The Gene Kindle Paperwhite, including waterproofing, USB-C support, and a 300 pixels per inch display, along with a few perks that make it more helpful and enjoyable to use. The color display is the most obvious. The LibraColor uses e-ink's latest Kaleido color screen technology, which provides soothing, pastel-like hues that still pop in direct sunlight. It's not as sharp as reading in monochrome. The resolution drops to 150 pixels per inch when viewing content in color, but it's a nice touch that makes viewing a wider range of content more pleasant. Book covers and comics, while still muted, have an added layer of depth, even if the colors are nowhere near as vivid as that of a traditional LED tablet. Additionally, the LibraColor works with the Kobo Stylus too, sold separately, which means you can highlight text with various colors or take notes using Kobo's integrated notebooks. You can also take advantage of some of the more advanced capabilities found in the Kobo Ellipsa 2e, allowing you to solve math equations, convert handwriting into typed text, and insert diagrams. This lets the LibraColor function as a mini notebook of sorts, though I wouldn't use it as a primary note-taking device since the 7-inch display can feel cramped to write on. The color display is only part of the appeal though. The LibraColor also lacks lock screen ads, unlike the base Paperwhite and packs physical page-turning buttons, which feel more intuitive to use than tapping either side of the display. The Speedy e-reader also supports more file formats, including EPUB files, and makes it much easier to borrow books from the Overdrive library system. Native support for Pocket, meanwhile, means you can read your articles offline if you're someone who uses the long-standing bookmarking app. However, at $219.99 Bay, the LibraColor costs $70 more than the entry-level Paperwhite, and that's without Kobo's $69.99 stylus, which is required for performing certain tasks. That gap widens further when the Paperwhite is on sale, which it regularly is. There's also the fact that the Kobo can't easily tap into Amazon's vast library of ebooks, which can be frustrating if you've amassed a collection of Kindle titles over the years. It can be done, but you have to convert file formats using third-party apps, which is tricky and can take time. But if those things don't matter or apply to you, the Kobo LibraColor will give you the best digital reading experience of all the e-readers on our list. It's my personal favorite, if nothing else. Amazon's new entry-level Kindle is essentially the budget-friendly 6-inch version of the Kindle Paperwhite. It lacks waterproofing, but otherwise is similar, with the same sharp display and USB-C support. The base model Kindle, $99.99 with ads, is the best cheap ebook reader. Its 300 pixels per inch resolution makes text clearer and easier to read than the lower resolution screens on other ebook readers in its price range. Plus, it even has USB-C for relatively fast charging. Reading on its 6-inch screen feels a little more cramped than it does on the larger displays of the Kindle Paperwhite and Kobo LibraColor. However, the flip side is that its small size makes it pocketable, light, and easy for small hands to hold. Combined with its relatively affordable price, the Kindle is also the best ebook reader for kids, especially in the kids version Amazon sells for $20 more. It shares the same exact specs, but is ad-free with parental controls, a 2-year extended replacement guarantee, and a case. It also comes with 1 year of Amazon Kids Plus, which grants kids access to thousands of kids' books and audiobooks for free. After that, though, you'll have to pay $79 per year. The base Kindle doesn't have extra conveniences like the physical page-turning buttons found on Barnes & Noble's entry-level e-reader, the Nook Glowlight 4e. However, you do get something more important: snappier responses. On most of the other entry-level ebook readers I tested, including the Glowlight 4e, I had to wait a few seconds after tapping the screen for the page to turn. The Kindle, in comparison, offered no perceptive lag. There are other trade-offs. There's no water resistance. Unlike the Paperwhite, and battery life is good, but it'll last you 3 weeks tops, not months, like the Paperwhite. And because it's an Amazon ebook reader, you're also locked into the Amazon ecosystem and have to pay extra to get rid of ads. But if you can do without all of that, the Kindle delivers the essentials for under $100. That being said, it's worth noting that it may announce a refreshed Kindle any day now. According to rumors, the updated model will continue to offer the same 6-inch, 300 pixels per inch screen, but with brighter backlighting and improved contrast levels. It will also supposedly offer a new dark mode and faster page turns. However, there's no word on whether we'll see more significant improvements. The Kobo Ellipsa 2e is an ad-free 10.3-inch e-reader you can write on with the included stylus. It offers a whole host of useful features, like the ability to convert handwriting to typed text and a great selection of pen types. Of all the large ebook readers I tested, the Kobo Ellipsa 2e stood out the most because of its excellent note-taking abilities. You can directly write on pages, and the notes will not disappear, which makes for a more intuitive note-taking experience than the Kindle Scribe. which only supports on-page notes on select Kindle titles. Otherwise, you're limited to making annotations on cards that are like disappearing sticky notes. You can also sync your notes with Dropbox or view them online, and Kobo can even convert handwriting to typed text. Amazon rolled out a similar capability for the Kindle Scribe, but it can only convert handwriting to typed text when you export notebooks and not as accurately. By contrast, Kobo lets you convert your handwriting not just while exporting, but also from within a notebook itself. The Ellipsa 2e also offers other helpful note-taking tools. Like the Kobo LibreColor, it's capable, for example, of solving math equations for you. You can also insert diagrams and drawings, and it'll automatically snap them into something that looks cleaner and nicer. There's also a great selection of pen types and ink shades. True, the Kindle Scribe starts at 60 less, but the Kobo Ellipsa 2e comes with twice the storage. You can step up to the 32 GB Kindle Scribe if you want the same storage capacity, but that puts it at essentially the same price as the Kobo. I recommend just forking out the money on the Ellipsa 2e instead. Note-taking capabilities aside, the Kobo Ellipsa 2e is also a good e-reader, but it comes with the same strengths and weaknesses as other Kobo e-readers. There's support for a wide range of file formats, but you can't easily read Kindle books without converting them first. Its 227 pixels per inch display is also slightly less sharp than the 300 pixels per inch screen found on the Kindle Scribe and the Kobo LibreColor. However, the 10.3-inch screen does balance things out a bit and makes text easier to read, so it's not really a noticeable drawback. The 379 Ionix Books Go 10.3 is another ad-free ebook reader you can use to take notes. It's excellent as a note-taking device, and it offers an impressively wide range of writing tools and more pre-built notebook templates than Kobo's Ellipsa 2e. Jotting down notes using the built-in notebook felt more akin to writing on paper as well, and its slim design makes the device feel more like a traditional notebook. Like all Books devices, it also provides quick access to the Google Play Store, so you can download multiple reading apps, including both Kindle and Kobo apps. The Slate's crisp 300 pixels per inch display is sharper than that of the Kobo Ellipsa 2e2, which is a plus. However, in comparison to the easy-to-use Ellipsa 2e, the Go 10.3 lacks a front light and comes with a steeper learning curve. Notes you take on a Kindle or Kobo device won't transfer over, and vice versa, and you can't annotate books in either app using the books. I also felt like access to Google Play can be a double-edged sword as it grants easy access to distracting apps, including games, streaming services, and TikTok. It's too slow to use the latter, but it's fast and comfortable enough that I found myself playing around with the word search app far too often. For me personally, I need my e-reader to be devoid of such distractions. It's one of the biggest things that distinguishes it from a tablet, after all. But if you've got more self-control than I do, the Go 10.3 could be worth a look.